And in today's video, we are reacting to Bobbi, whatever her name is, just lost everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard of this young woman. The last thing I've heard about this young woman was that she broke up with her old baby daddy, and now she's with a black man. I think so. She had a light skinned dude, play football, something like that. I don't know. I thought she been fell off. I didn't know she still had some shit going on, you know. But yeah, so go ahead and see how she lost everything apparently.
So it has been a couple of months since we last caught up with Bobbi Althoff, and the last time we did, it looked like she had successfully pulled off the pump fake, at first acting as though she would be quitting the internet forever, while admitting to her haters that she had completely fallen off.
As you guys know, this podcast started off just with a girl with a...
I want to still understand, how was she able to get a podcast off with Drake when at the time, bro, she wasn't even known like that, bro. I just don't. Now, at the same time, though, Drake do strike me as one of those type of guys where he be seeing a lot of things. Like, Drake literally follows like 4,000 people. You don't really see celebrities follow that many people like that, especially someone of Drake's like caliber. You don't really see them follow that many people. So, but still, like this, her pulling that one off, that one was a little bit shocking.
Dream to make more money. I didn't know I would fall off as quickly as I did. To be honest, I did think this was gonna last a bit longer.
But then it was revealed that this was all a massive ploy to usher in her new podcast called Not This Again, where she and Drake would hop back into bed once again to create massive amounts of cringe.
I don't like the sound of this.
Oh, they redid this? Oh shit. Damn, that's crazy. Speaking of yours truly, the boy, Drizzy Drake, Aubrey Graham, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Better than Kendrick. Fuck Kendrick. We don't play no fucking Kendrick over here. Nigga. Big OVO shit.
What are you singing? I feel like I've heard what you're singing. Can I Shazam this?
No, I just made that up.
Okay.
People also say that I got a BBL, right? They call me BBL Drizzy, so...
Oh, that's true. Did you?
I don't know if my wagon looked crazy when I walked in here, but...
Now from the very start, attempting to recreate lightning in a bottle like this did not work. Yes, the interview itself did garner millions of views all of these months later, but in terms of the clips going viral, or this launching her new show into a different stratosphere, or really creating any sort of positive buzz for Bobbi online, it really did not work out in their favor, with Bobbi taking a brunt of the scrutiny online, while Drake at the very least came out with some funny moments at her expense.
You're cute. They don't think you look 40 in the face. You know, they think lovely things about you, and... I think that you take that immediate reaction and you wear it, you know, you wear it like a romper.
Because the things that did get clipped were really just Drake subtly, or in some cases blatantly clowning on her, calling her a bad parent and essentially saying that she was being passed around the industry.
Leaving on your daughter's first birthday was a slapper.
12 months old.
No, I'm just saying it's not like she's not gonna remember the childhood trauma that you caused her until she watches these interviews back, and that is
the childhood trauma is crazy.
No. If you had a superhero name, what would it be? BBC girl.
Oh, okay. That's where we're gonna end. That's crazy. How about you redo that without that?
Sorry. If you had a superhero name, what would it be? What would it be? The world thinks that you just...
I'm a whore?
No.
That's definitely what people
they just think
say.
that you magnetically attract the biggest anacondas on planet Earth.
Overall, I do feel like this podcast was a tough watch for anyone with an IQ level above room temperature. And my immediate thought after seeing all of this different promo was that Drake now owned Bobbi's likeness in some sort of way. Because not only did he essentially launch her into the mainstream a couple of years back, but it was clear to me that he was now making a conscious effort to try and revive her from the ashes of irrelevance.
I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Oh, wow.
It's not comfortable. I didn't say my shirt. I said my
we're
shoes,
gonna get right into it, huh?
You act like I said my shirt.
No, I know,
So
but I'm just saying, I didn't know if you want the people to know how comfy we get.
But now in the 5 months since the humiliation ritual, Hawk Tuah 2.0 has had nearly nothing going on. Yes, she did do an interview with Kevin Durant 2 months after that did do decently, but much like with Drake, I think it was more about the fact that Kevin rarely does interviews, and so naturally his massive amount of fans were inclined to watch.
Right, like y'all see the Kevin Durant, the KD files that just got dropped. If we being honest though, KD strike me as a type of hoe ass nigga that would, get on the internet and talk on a burner. He strikes me as that type of nigga that would do something like that. So I'm really not that surprised. But the biggest thing I was surprised about was the fact that there was stuff about actively he was talking shit about his teammates. That was kind of crazy. But
Would you date someone with kids?
How many kids we talking?
Like 6.
Hell no. The fuck?
And honestly, if anything, I think that this was really just KD doing a solid for his longtime friend, who I truly think does have a vested business interest in the industry plant herself.
Welcome to a much more refined, poised, and pleasant.
Pleasant? I don't know about that.
I know. I
I think that was just a word you.
I'm trying to get you brand deals.
Now, when we further dissect the wilting of this plant, you may notice that she is only posting at a pace of around 1 podcast every 2 months with her new show. And I must say, to her credit, she really did try and drop the dry, rude, sarcastic vibe, and has attempted to be more open and less confrontational with her guest.
I've only been.
oh, I forgot she did do that shit with Kevin Gates.
If you with my chick, why I'm in jail?
I don't care the minute it's the case spell better. I ain't calling him, man. I'm calling him, man. Can't wait to see the stars in the ceiling for y'all of my hitters. Yes, Lord.
To one concert.
They never just brought you and said, come on, Bobby.
It was one time. No, he didn't.
Come on, little Bobby.
But overall, she is still incredibly boring and poorly.
One concert.
They never just brought you and said, come on, Bobby.
It was one time. No, he didn't.
Come on, little Bobby.
But overall, she is still incredibly.
Just brought you and said, come on, Bobby.
It was one time. No, he didn't.
Come on, little Bobby.
But overall, she is still incredibly boring and poorly researched. It's like she really brings nothing new to the table. And even worse, she has seemingly teamed up with the likes of Logan Paul to be sponsored by Pisswater Prime.
I am that comfortable because I drink Prime. Yeah.
And that kind of combination is kinda like diarrhea sponsoring an EDM festival porta potty. Now that's some nasty shit. Now regardless of her only releasing 5 episodes, with 2 of them now being deleted due to poor performance, she is already moving on to the next season of her newfound show. And in the announcement trailer, she is becoming painfully self-aware.
My first marriage fell apart. Everybody thinks I'm a bad person because I missed my daughter's first birthday. And I don't even know if me and Drake are still friends.
That feels very specific. Do you remember how well I was doing 2 years ago?
You were huge.
Yeah,
And now you feel irrelevant,
I am.
obsolete,
Yeah.
unpopular.
So this little skit is essentially
I mean, she definitely capitalized on her shit way more than the Hawk Tuah girl. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say Bobbi is like Einstein with this shit, but I mean, like to her credit, I would like to assume she made way more money than the Hawk Tuah girl. You know.
Bobbi addressing the elephant in the room in the most sarcastic way possible, spelling out each and every so-called hate comment that she has received since her popularity online began to unfold.
Do you want to know what I did last night?
Yes.
I watched a 45-minute video on YouTube about my fall off. Studying Bobbi Althoff's fall off is what it was called.
People love to see a train wreck.
In my old videos, I would play this character, this girl who was unlikable, who was a bitch, didn't research anyone she interviewed. Fast forward and I read all those comments and I'm like, I'm not gonna be a bitch anymore. I'm gonna try to be likable. And now my videos went from getting millions of views to nothing. No one watches what I do anymore.
No one watches them anymore.
So clearly Bobbi is a fan of the work of this channel. In all seriousness though, this is pretty much Bobbi explicitly stating that she will be going back to biting the deadpan, funny Marco style that made her go viral in the first place.
I ain't gonna lie, nowadays, bro, she like at her old, like when she first came out versus now, I will say she looks a lot better. She looks a lot more attractive. Now would I still hit? Probably not. To be honest, unless it was just on some like Unless it was on some like I'm right under the rim, wide open, like okay, I might as well just lay this ball up real quick. But
What do I do?
Well, do you think going back to this old character, this persona, would help you?
Yeah, it would help me.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Why don't you tell me, okay? It made me more money, right? It made me
But
more.
it's not just about the money. It's
It
about
is
the
about
craft.
money.
It's about the love.
Everything
of the
is about money.
About the interview. No one gives a flying fuck about nice Bobbi. She's sold out, now she's back. And better than ever, and bitchier than ever.
So I go back to the character.
Great work today.
I go back to the character, you're saying?
So brave.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. And if I don't make money, then you don't get paid, so.
And while Bobbi may act like she's in on the entire joke, or like she does not care what people online have to say about her, she has left this very long trail of breadcrumbs that suggest otherwise. In fact, she removed that trailer from YouTube after it got only around 10,000 views in a couple of days, likely due to the poor performance. And I say that because she has admitted to doing this in the past, as she really thinks that she has to remove any sign of failure from her life.
Because I was putting out 10, 15, 20 videos a day, getting no views. And I thought it was so cringe, but I was like, well, whatever. I would delete them, of course, after a day because I didn't want to leave a history of me failing.
And I sat through this hour-long interview that she did only around 11 months ago when things were going significantly better for her. And out of the entire hour, around 40 minutes of it was dedicated to her discussing her haters online, especially in regards to comment sections and how much they break her down on a daily basis.
When my face looks really bad because I get bad filler and people all have something to say about it, I'm like, fuck you.
You kind of block it out, you don't read it, or you do read it and just...
I mean, I heavily filter my own comments.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like
you
when
can't say ugly. You can't say... You should see my filters. My comment filters are like ugly, Botox, filler.
Now, rule number one for anyone trying to do anything on the internet is to know when to let the comment section go. You know, I for one really love to read the comment section on most of my videos. Even when my viewers are crushing me for something I've done wrong throughout this 7-year career I found myself in, which has obviously happened many times, it's like at least I know you guys are being real with me. Bobbi, on the other hand, has completely fallen victim to the internet abyss, where she has been eaten alive by random people online.
She was one. She's not going to remember that. My parents worked on so many of my birthdays, but that is people's biggest critique of me, is that I left my daughter on her first birthday. Like, that makes me a bad...
Nigga, the first one? Nigga, you wasn't there, bro. When is an acceptable... I don't know. But, like, I feel like by far, like, the first one, like, what do you mean you weren't there for the very first birthday? Like, okay, if you missed the second one, okay, cool. But, nigga, the first is kind of absurd, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I agree. You know, that one, that is kind of fucked up, to be honest.
Mom, because I interviewed Drake on my daughter's first birthday.
I would interview Drake on my daughter's first.
So she basically just said Drake's more important than her daughter. Like, what? Whole priority's fucked up, man.
First birthday and throw a party separately.
I'm sure Drake strikes me as the type of guy to where if she told Drake, yo, can we just do this either do this a day earlier or a day later? My daughter's birthday's today. I'm sure Drake would have. You know, Drake seems like a very great guy. You know what I mean? So I'm sure he would have understood.
Go ahead and judge that. I'm sorry, like...
We knew this in a video that I'd made previously about her in the past, that she was not cut out for this life when she was tearing up, voice cracking while talking about it.
What I'm putting out based on what the comments are saying, and sometimes it's just constructive criticism. It can be a little mean, but yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
But in that same vein, she also admits that her haters are essentially her lifeblood.
My personality is annoying. I'm annoying. Why am I still trying? I'm a horrible mom.
At least they're talking about you.
I honestly, yeah, because when it's too quiet, I'm like, excuse me, where are my haters at? Now I'm falling off.
She also does the delusional thing where she believes that everyone who has something negative to say about her online must be pigeonholed into a certain box. Specifically, she claims that they all must be conservative men, suggesting to comedian Trevor Wallace that all of his fans are essentially cut from this same cloth.
I think I do stuff for both sides. Like I'll make a video talking shit about guys who drive like Camaros, and then I'll also like make fun of like baristas. So like you can really appease both. But yeah, my celebrity
That's crazy. Do you know what I realized?
What?
That your number one fans are my number one haters. I think that's my...
Get this, Bobbi Althoff does not support the troops.
She also shared this same sentiment during an interview with Teddy Swims that, like I said, has now been deleted.
Those are good hate comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that your haters talk to my haters and get more clever with their mean
Yeah,
things.
what did they say really mean things like that? Just
Mine are evil. Mine are racist, very racist, all of my haters look exactly like each other. They all look the same. They're all in the military.
Man, I think that's like the worst part. As I can imagine, like
they all love Jesus.
It's actually a quite interesting phenomena to see all the different emotions she has around the people who do not support her, whether it be crying in an interview or venting to a guest, or in a joking matter like this TikTok voiceover she made.
Welcome to day 4 of becoming the person who I want to be myself. 6 months to do them. Part of this change that I want to make is not giving any weight to people's opinions who just don't matter, who could only dream of living a life as great as mine. I know who I am. I feel confident in the choices I've made in my life. At the end of the day, it's my life, not yours. My kids are happy because my kids are my whole world. It means I am happy. I'm also working at paying more attention to the people who say nice and letting those carry more weight in my life. So thank you to everybody who's been good. There are way more of you than the people who hate. Still fuck you guys who hate me. There's really no reason for it. That you do. If hating me makes you hate yourself less, then go ahead.
Oh, and last but not least, the one where she is legitimately crying into a cell phone camera about comments online.
Okay, I hate to make a video like this because it's embarrassing, and I know that I'm gonna see this a month from now and be like, why did you post that? And also posting this shows that I care, and I don't. All the comments are about how I'm ran through, and oh, look, another one, or he probably doesn't know how ran through she is, or just...
See, I mean, to be honest, I guess to her credit, I haven't got, I guess, as much hate as she probably has. But I posted a video the other day about Fresh and Fit, and I was like looking through the comments of like, for some reason, bro, I hit the wrong audience, bro. Like YouTube fucked me over, man. They showed me to the wrong people, bro. I saw somebody else react to the video, so I reacted to it also. YouTube went ahead and showed the damn video to the to Fresh and Fit's biggest supporters, and them niggas was on my ass in the comment section, you know. But they were saying things that, like, to me, like, they weren't valid. I didn't give a fuck about what they said. But other people, I feel like it only hits you when this part of you feels like deep down, damn, like, these niggas is low-key right. Like, I am this or that. You know? But if, like, somebody was to come on here and be like, oh, you like men, like, nigga, what? Like, I wouldn't even, like, take it seriously, because it's like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? It's certain shit that, like, somebody could say I wouldn't give a fuck about, because it's like, whatever. But certain things, bro, you know what I'm saying? You said the right thing, bro, you know what I'm saying? You'll hit a nerve real quick, and then I'll be on this bitch looking you up on Instagram, figuring out, like, yo, bro, I'm trying to fight, like, real talk, like, real rap.
Just mean things. As much as I wish that these comments didn't get to me, it's like, I'm human, and if you got this many negative things said about you every day, it would get to you too. Because I hope if you're one of the people who hate me, maybe you'll watch this and reconsider it.
Like, girl, if you do not put that phone down.
Posting as much because all of my comments are just so mean. People are so mean to me on the internet, and it's like...
But it's like, bro, it's the fucking internet. Like, this shit really don't matter at the end of the day. I feel like it will only be a big deal if, like, niggas is pressing me, like, in real life. Like, at that point, it's like, oh, like, this isn't internet no more. Like, niggas is really, like, on that with me when they see me in real life, you know? That one I would be understandable, but some fucking Instagram comments, bro, like, I don't personally... Now, again, it could be because I'm a man and I just don't think it's that deep, but yeah.
What? Because they say I sleep with every guest, and it's like, literally, I do not But you won't ever believe that. One day my kids are gonna be old enough to read these comments, and it's like, why? Why do you guys hate me so much? I don't get it. I don't know what I did to deserve that.
I still will never understand people who are crying, tears in their eyes, and they open up the phone like, hey, let me record myself. It makes no fucking sense. One thing I also found interesting is that she has this stark shift between the character she plays on her podcast and who she believes herself to be in real life.
God damn, Mark, nigga, God, fuck, nigga, go clean your goddamn feet, boy, them hoes black as hell.
It's almost like acting like this bitchy person on her show has damaged the way she feels about herself internally. This is something that she discussed on this podcast as well.
I'm like snapping into this like blunt, dry personality that I'm trying not to smile or anything. And then the most awkward part ever is when you're done. You stop and you're like, all right, that's a wrap. And then everybody's like, okay, let's be normal now. And like, it's such an awkward thing to do that every single episode is a little bit awkward.
But now, as you saw in the new trailer, she really knows that her only chance to returning to prosperity is to return to making the same type of deadpan content that she became known for back in 2023. This is something she also admits here.
I feel like I got out of character for a minute there for a few episodes. I started to get insecure of the character because of comments, right? Because they're like, oh, that person's rude, she's whatever. But then I realized that's what grew my page. So if I'm editing a podcast and there's like too much of us being normal, I'm like, cut. That can't go in it.
But sadly, I do not think that even a return to this bitchy behavior was going to save her career at this point. Because at the end of the day, she, like many we have discussed before, whether it be the Hawk to a Girl or several others in the past, really had no foundation when it came to their fan base. You know, it's like all these people rushed in because her clips were going viral for a moment and she was with Drake and Lil Yachty and several other online stars. But at some point, the bit does get old. And when everyone has peeked behind the curtain and seeing that all of the negativity has destroyed someone like this behind the scenes, her specific style no longer works. It's like the fourth wall has been broken, and it's no longer fun for those people who thought that she was genuinely like this.
You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken just on the thing, you pull it off, and then you serve the dish. You need some motherfucking seasoning, man.
But I want to know what you guys think about the current state of Bobbi down below, and who would you rather be between her and Hawk Tuah? Because at least Hawk was self-aware enough knowing that she was just a simple-minded girl who somehow...
I mean, yeah, but she ain't getting no paper, though. Like Bobbi said, this is about the money at the end of the day. So, like, I would rather have been Bobbi. I got to meet, because it's like, who does Hawk Tuah meet? Nigga, fucking Shaquille O'Neal? Nigga, if you look halfway decent, Shaq is in your DMs, bruh. You know, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Like, I still would rather be Bobbi in this situation. But, you know, let me know in the comment section below. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm tripping or whatever. Also, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Every single sub is greatly appreciated. And until next time. Peace.